Okay, I wasn't going to do any sort of video or anything on New Caledonia or at New Caledonia. There's actually a series of different islands. But here's a little bit of a test, taste test rather. It's a beautiful place, obviously. And they all speak French, so you kind of feel like you're in Europe a little bit, mixed in with the Polynesians. There's about 40% of Kanak or local, indigenous, and then there's about 27% of people are European, and then the rest are different nationalities. So Polynesians, you know, one person I met yesterday was from Tahiti, people from all different places across the Pacific, and there's also a small population of Chinese, Vietnamese, Australians, and absolutely no Greeks, just me. And what is Greece? Who knows? Greece is the word, is the word, is the word, is the word. And that's Casa for the time being. Well, I've always wanted to come across an astronaut. And there we go, Neil Armstrong in the house. What else have we got here? This is just the neighborhoods outside of Noumea. Cool. This is something I'm very interested in. The Noumea poker series. I'm very good at the other one, the strip poker. But does it count if I lose a lot in strip poker? Okay, there are about 265,000 people that live in New Caledonia, and New Caledonia is made up, well, there's a lot of islands that make up this state of New Caledonia. I mentioned earlier that there are Polynesians who live on these islands, and the Kanaks are the indigenous population. Kanaks are actually Melanesian, so I may not have mentioned that. And are, whilst they're about 40%, could be up to 45% depending on who's who and how they're recognised, and there's a few mixed raced people as well too. So there you go, it's New Caledonia. And unlike a lot of my other escapades, I am not intending to party this week. Well, it's definitely hitting the roof. It's actually called Palm Beach. And people wear helmets. I'm what you would call like a Republican, but not like the American Republican rubbish. So, you know, Burger King. Sorry man, I'm not into the monarchy thing. I'd rather a burger republic. Okay, we're now in Noumea. Noumea has a population of about 86,000 people. I mentioned earlier about the Kanak people, Kanaks. They are close to, you know, if you factor in those mixed marriages, there's about, they will probably constitute about half the population overall in this country. This country has 39 official languages, of which 30 plus are of the Kanak people. At the moment there are no people, no one who speaks Greek. I am the only Greek who speaks. I'm the only Greek person who speaks Greek in New Caledonia, and I'm struggling with that at the moment. Αυτή τη στιγμή είμαι ο μόνος Έλληνας που μιλάει ελληνικά στη χώρα εδώ. Και αυτή τη στιγμή θα μιλήσουμε μόνο στα αγγλικά, αλλά ήθελα να πω λίγα λόγια στα ελληνικά, να μην ξεχάσουμε τα ελληνικά που έχω μάθει, τα ελληνικά που μιλάω στην Αυστραλία και τα ελληνικά που μιλάμε στο νησί μου, Λέσβος, Μυτιλήνη. Και αυτή τη στιγμή δεν έχω τίποτα άλλο να πω, αλλά είναι ωραία εδώ, είναι όμορφη και δεν πιστεύω θα πάω σε κανένα κλαμπ. Θα ήθελα να το πω νωρίς. Είναι νωρίς αυτή τη στιγμή, αλλά δεν θα πάω σε κλαμπ καθόλου. Γιατί δεν θα πάω σε κλαμπ, γιατί κοίτα, ήθελα να έρθω να διαβάσω λίγο και να περάσω καλά. Να περάσω καλά και χωρίς ταπατούπα. Χαλαρά θα είναι. Αυτά μόνο έχω να πω, συγγνώμη. Με λίγα λόγια. Γεια σας, καλησπέρα και θα τα ξαναπούμε. Okay, Noumea has a lot of weekend nightclub traffic, and obviously a lot of cruise ships that come through. From my end, I am not going to. I'm definitely not going to party this weekend. No. Nope. Nope. Whatever it takes. Stay away. Although the fact that I can hear live music, then I want to hang out. In the space of about, say, 69 minutes, I've come across, I don't know, quite a few. I'm not a mathematician, I'm not going to count of it. There's a lot of marinas, and I don't mean, women called marina. Women call marinas. My English is all over the place. I should just stick to Greek. But yeah, there's a lot of boat and yacht marinas around. None of them are mine, unfortunately. Although I did buy like one of those little rubber, like one of those little things you put in the bathtub. Floats, right? Why buy a boat when you can float? Alright, this is Friday night. There's more action in my car. I'm staying away from the clubs. I've said it all night. That's it. It does look good out there. Okay, this is what I came for. My own shop. Not good if you're a vegetarian. Anyway, let's get to Billy's. Apparently these are solar smart bulbs. Pure. Yeah, he's probably fishing for us to eat this afternoon, which is great. Not sure if I'm going to eat seafood, but just a quick note. This main island in New Caledonia, as opposed to an old Caledonia, is called Grande Terre, and is one of 140 plus islands in this country. Alright, let's get back to fishing. What I appreciate is, and what I have a soft spot for those who know me quite well, is I have a big soft spot for Vietnamese people. And there's actually a small but decent minority of Vietnamese. I feel like I'm back home in the Canleys. Great place to be. And yeah, Canleys out west, one of my favourite projects. Love it.
Des territoires d'outre-mer. Retrouvez ensuite cet après-midi à partir de 15h19 la série Olioax avec
In 200 meters, you will arrive at your destination.
Okay, there's a lot of these places called cultural centres that are essentially set aside for the Kanak people. Kanaks, of course, being the first peoples to come to these islands about 5,000 years ago. They are the original inhabitants here, so they're known as the Aborigines. And these cultural centres, or the Centre Culturel Tjibaou, I think it's called Tjibaou, add in a French accent and a bit of a Melanesian one, and you have the actual pronunciation, not the Greek English one that I've just given you. But yeah, so there's quite a few of these around. Getting around, it's actually quite good. It's kind of, I wouldn't say kind of being in the jungle, but you know, surrounded by nature, it's quite beautiful. And as I'm wearing a green top, kind of blend in. See, green top blending in. Yay. I guess I'm green. Can't say it enough. We've got to look after our planet, our forests, our environment. So thank you, people of New Caledonia, although that's not its real or original name, to the people of the Kanaks. Great. Oh, wow. That's the countryside. What we're going to see a fair bit of, if we do see them, is a lot of New Caledonian flags. You don't actually see French flags. I wonder why that is. It's kind of like those old Western towns, those Western American towns. Except I'm expecting like cowboys and that kind of crap. But yeah, it's stunning, beautiful. One of the reasons why I love traveling. Not sure about this casino thing, but well, that's a town you don't send smart people to. Okay, here we are at what I initially thought might have been a national stadium. Should point out, it's not a we, I'm by myself. I am definitely by myself, just in case anyone in particular is listening. I am not with anyone here in New Caledonia. But yeah, it kind of looks like a stadium, but so it just reminds me of the football fields, rugby league fields that I saw, or the posts anyway, that I saw several times to the north of Noumea on a long drive today. This probably is some sort of a racetrack. You can see a lake, don't know if you can see it, it's there, it's quite nice. Yeah, I mean, over 20 odd years ago, a friend of mine, a Greek friend, it was actually a colleague rather, good bloke, we call him Bape for this particular video, and Bape, who is Greek, refereed the Greece versus New Caledonia test match, and Greece won that one from memory. He was here, I think it was Greece's 4th or 5th test match and New Caledonia's 1st. I'd have to double check all that, but anyway, that's my story and I'm sticking to it, and there is that tiny bit of Greek connection here to New Caledonia. That's it.